What are the key pieces for you to hit left of the line? You know, I harp on this because it's vital. You have to have a consistent low point to play decent, consistent golf. If your low point's random, then your striking is going to be random. If your low point's consistent, your striking is going to be consistent. At least then all we have to do is manage the face a little bit. If your low point's all over the place, then we really don't know what to manage. So let's get face on here and let me talk about this and hopefully inspire you to think of these things next time you practice. So I've got this line down here which makes it very vivid on where I want my club to land. Certainly not back here and certainly not too far forward either. But if I have a preference, my preference would be pro side thin versus amateur side thin. And amateur side thin is when the golf club bottoms out in the air back here, doesn't touch the ground, and the club's on the way up and you get a thin shot. Pro side thin is when the club's still descending, catches too much ball in the divots too far left. I had a really good mini tour player out yesterday and he suffered from a little bit too much pro side thin. So we did a lot of low point drills to get his low point closer to the golf ball, not so far forward. Anyway, the things you need to do to have an effective low point. One, you don't want to play the golf ball way up here. You want to get it left to center, somewhere, you know, inside the left heel. I play it pretty close to the left heel really for most shots. That's my preference. You know, some people play a little farther back, that's fine. I feel it imperative that all good strikers in the Hall of Fame are on their left foot at impact. They're not back here. It's pretty tough to have a solid strike that descends onto whitey if you are on your right foot. A lot of people are on their right foot because they've hit with an open face and they back out of the shot, so they try to fix their issue by swinging more left. That's probably the worst thing you can do. It might help you get around the golf course that day, but for your long-term improvement, not good. So what I want to see you do, we have to make sure you're on your left side at impact, okay? We can learn this by just simply putting our weight a little bit into our left side at impact and leaving it there until you can take your golf club and let it land left of that line. So key number one, our weight has to be left in order to have a successful low point left of our ball line. Number two, and very often misunderstood, the role of this right arm right here. And some of my tips in the past have talked about baseball. Well, if the pitcher throws a ball at me and I'm going to hit it, my right shoulder gets a lot closer to what I'm about to hit. Well, in golf, it's the same thing. My right shoulder starts at an elevation, and at impact, it gets considerably closer to what it's going to hit, the golf ball. Well, if my right shoulder is getting closer to the ball, then, and I'm not hitting it fat, then what's going on? Well, the reality of what's going on is that at impact, the length of my right arm is getting shorter. At impact, my right elbow is still a little bent. My right wrist is still a little bent. Therefore, my shoulder can get closer to what I'm hitting, but my right elbow is a little bit bent and my right wrist is bent. So I'll try to slow-mo this for you so you can see the difference in how the right arm behaves. So hopefully you could see how that right arm behaved in the slow-mo, that it was a little bit different length at impact. This is Martin Chuck for Revolution Golf, signing off from the Raven Golf Club Phoenix. I hope you come see me here sometime.